This is David Somerville, pastor of Southside Southern Baptist Church in Parkersburg, West Virginia, with today's moment of good news. I read a story about a father who was reading the Christmas story in the part where it said no room in the inn, and he was reminded of a time when many years ago he and his family were traveling and they were going to try to go as far as they could and then find a place to stay for the night. But when they started pulling off the interstate, these different hotels and motels, all they saw were the no vacancy signs. And he thought, as providing for his family, he needed to find a place where they could stop and spend the night. It was late and they were all tired and exhausted and they needed the rest. He then thought of Mary and Joseph and how Joseph was responsible for his family and how frustrating and discouraging it must have been for him as he tried to find a place for them to spend the night, and especially with Mary in her condition. The Gospel of Luke tells us that there was no room for them in the inn, and that Mary gave birth to the Lord in a stable and wrapped him in swaddling clothes. So just as there was no room for the Savior at that first Christmas, there was no room in the inn for him, many people continue to allow no room in their lives for Jesus. What about you? Is there room in your life for him? This moment of good news is brought to you by Southside Southern Baptist Church in Parkersburg, West Virginia. We meet for worship on Sundays at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. The 11 a.m. service is live streamed on Facebook. If you like these daily moments of good news, please share them with a friend.